Hello everyone, my name is Shane, and in this video we're going to be checking out Samsung's best chargers that they currently offer, the 65 watt power adapter Trio and this newer 50 watt power adapter Duo. These both come in at around $35 to $45. I'll have links to the latest pricing in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. I'm super excited to check these out because these offer a lot more versatility than Samsung's standard 25 watt and 45 watt chargers I've been using for a while now with just the single Type-C port. As the name suggests, on the Trio, we have a 3-port setup here with a max 65 watt charger. Inside the box, we just have our charger adapter. That's literally it, no paperwork or cable to go with this one. I have the US version here, but this is available worldwide with tons of different adapters for wherever you live. On the side, we still have our super fast charging logo here. Of course, we have our text for our max charging speed on each of these ports. So as the Trio name suggests, we have a 3-port setup here. We have a 65 watt charge on the top. Our middle port can do 25 watt super fast charge, and then we have a 15 watt Type A on the bottom. So if you've ever purchased a smaller Samsung laptop, most of them come with this 65 watt charger in the box. So you get this 65 watt in this one. In addition to Samsung's 25 watt super fast charger that they used to include with their phones, this is also built into this. And then Samsung's older adaptive fast charger, this used to be for their maximum 15 watt charging speeds on their devices. That's also built into this, which I actually still do use a Type A port here in 2025 for charging some specific devices. So I'm very happy to see it here on this charger. As far as the size of this, it is actually pretty decently sized. It's not all too heavy. You compare it to the 65 watt charger I just showed, there is a noticeable size difference here. It is slightly thicker, but you have to keep in mind with these multi-port chargers that they can get very big and bulky. So I have a 4-port charger on this Razer charger. Granted, this one does have faster charging speeds, but you can see that the size is noticeably larger on this Razer, and I can feel that it is noticeably heavier as well. And it's also noticeably smaller compared to Samsung's 100 watt charger that they include along with their larger laptops. I would say it's about half the size of this 100 watt charger, so we have what is overall feeling like a pretty slim package with a decent amount of charging versatility. Now, as far as plugging this one in, looks like hanging off the wall, it should be able to hold pretty well. And now let's go ahead and do some charging tests. So first thing I want to see, do we get 45 watt super fast charge 2.0 using that top 65 watt port? So I can confirm with that blue light up top there that we are getting super fast charging 2.0 with that top port, which is nice. Looking at that 25 watt port, if I go ahead and plug that in, you're going to get the light for just the standard super fast charging, the 25 watts. And then we have the larger Type A. Let's see if we get 15 watt fast charging here. So we have fast charging started. So I know that's not fast, but it's called Samsung's fast charging. Now let's see how this does when we charge multiple devices at the same time. So if I charge 2 devices at the same time, we have super fast charging, the 25 watt on this one, and then having 2 in, so you see super fast charging without the 2.0. So if you have 2 devices plugged in, even if one can do Samsung's 45 watt super fast charge 2.0, you're just going to get the 25 watt super fast charge between 2 devices, which still then leaves us 15 watts left for the Type A port. Now, I was expecting to get 15 watt charging out of that Type A with those two because 25 and 25 is 50, plus the 15 would be our 65 watt Trio charger. But if I go ahead, plug in this Type A here, I just get the charging started. So I'm not getting the fast charging notification. So this might charge a little bit slower than 15 watts if you're using all 3 ports at once, even though the total is 65 watts here, and this is a 65 watt adapter. But overall, still really nice to charge 3 devices at once, and on at least 2 of them, you're going to be getting Samsung's 25 watt super fast charging standard. So for having 3 chargers plugged into it and being on the slightly larger side, I'd say it holds into the wall pretty well. So I am definitely liking this 65 watt power adapter Trio. Now, if this Trio is too bulky or you don't need the Type A port on the bottom, then there's also this 50 watt power adapter Duo. This is a newer one that recently came out, and this one has just 2 ports as the name suggests, and we have a max 50 watt on the top and then a 25 watt on the bottom. Inside the box of this one, you do get a cable included. This is Samsung's higher spec 5 amp cable. This one gives you 45 watt super fast charge 2.0 on a lot of previous gen Samsung devices. And this is also a noticeably lengthy cable compared to what you usually get in the box with Samsung's phones. So definitely a nice high quality premium cable in the box. And first impressions of this one immediately out of the box, it's very similar to Samsung's 45 watt charger that I showed earlier with just that single port on the bottom. Sizing wise, it's very similar. It actually might be a little bit more compact than Samsung's older 45 watt charger. So this one is feeling noticeably more compact compared to the 65 watt. So once again, we have our super fast charging engraving here. And then we have our 2 ports on this one, the 50 watts to get Samsung's 45 watt super fast charge, and then another 25 watt super fast charger on the bottom. And I imagine it's 50 watts to give us 25 watt super fast charge on 2 devices at once. So we'll go ahead and put that to the test. Start with the 50 watt on top. So as expected with this one, super fast charging 2.0, you're going to get Samsung's fastest 45 watt super fast charge using that top port. Now we'll go ahead and try 2 at once. And as expected, I'm still getting super fast charging on this other device. So if I put in 2 devices that are capable of it, you're going to get that super fast charging notification on both devices. It's nice that this one can push out its maximum full charging speed from both ports at the same time. And as far as this one plugged into the wall, it's actually oriented different than the 65 watt charger. You have this one plugged in. You can see you can plug these in next to each other. You have the ports going up and down on this one, and they're going side to side on this 50 watt one. But again, I don't see there being any problems with hanging this up on the wall. But I love that this very compact Duo is basically giving us a 25 watt and 45 watt Samsung super fast charger built into one. So I'm definitely really liking both the Duo and Trio charger. I would say if you don't need the 65 watt charging, the Duo is definitely a great option for charging Samsung mobile devices between their tablets and phones that can do the 45 watt super fast charge. Say you have a Samsung Tab and a Samsung phone, you could be getting the super fast charging from both of those from just one charger. And this one is definitely more travel friendly with being more compact. But overall, the weights of these two actually do feel pretty similar, even though this 65 watt is noticeably larger. I'm also really happy with the 65 watt charger because I do actually still charge some things at home with the Type A port, and it's nice to be able to push the 65 watt charging to my Samsung laptops instead of having all these different chargers. So there's definitely been a trend in the market lately with getting these multi-port chargers, so I'm glad that Samsung has a couple of their own official options. Again, I'll have both of these linked down in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. Let me know in the comments what charger you're currently using with your Samsung device, and thanks so much for watching. Take care.